ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. I am Dr. Vasu, Vivekananda Degree College, Department of Physics. Today I am going to talk on the two topics: oscillations of two masses connected by a spring and damped oscillations belongs to BSc second sem. Here you can see the two masses M1 and M2 connected by a horizontal massless spring, so that both are free to oscillate simple harmonically along the length of the spring. The spring constant is small k. A spring constant is always represented by small k, and equilibrium length is L. Here, uh, when both are free to oscillate simple harmonically along the length of the spring, that constitute a two-body harmonic oscillator or a coupled oscillators. Examples: diatomic molecules like hydrogen, carbon monoxide, hydrogen chloride, etc. Here M1 and M2 are connected by massless spring of force constant small k. The two masses are free to oscillate along the length of the spring. If the masses are slightly displaced from equilibrium position in opposite direction, the spring extends or contracts and exerts force on both the masses. Here you can see that in the animation, how the spring exerts force on the two masses. L be the equilibrium length of the spring. If at any instant the length of the spring is increased by x, the spring will exert inward restoring force kx. Restoring force is always represented by uh, kx. That will be equal to, restoring force will be equal to equal to minus kx. That minus sign indicates that acts in the direction opposite to the applied force. This is what I taught you in the simple harmonic motion. That is restoring force equal to kx on each mass. If x1 and x2 are the end coordinates of the two end coordinates of the spring from the two masses, so extension of the spring x is equal to x1 minus x2 minus L. This one we will call equation number 1. Then we have to write down the equations of motion of two bodies M1 and M2. For the first body, m1 d square x1 divided by dt square is equal to minus kx. This is very similar to your F equal to ma. This is mass m1 and this is acceleration part. The second derivative of the displacement is acceleration equal to restoring force, that is minus kx. For the body m1, if you take minus k plus k, and for the second body it will be minus k. So therefore it exerts force in the opposite direction. So for the second, that means when the spring is stretched, the mass on the right side feels the force to the left, and similarly the mass on the left feels the force to the right. That is why this is minus k. Minus of minus plus k into x. If you multiply equation 2 by m2 and 3 by m1 and then subtracting, we get this equation m1 and m2 d square x1 by dt square. This is the LHS part of equation 2, and this is LHS part of the equation 3. Similarly this. So if you take common factor m1 and m2, what we have done, and we have taken equation 2 and 3, and we have multiplied by equation 2 by m2 and 3 by m1, and then we have subtracted. Here we get this equation. The next, it is a mathematical simplification. m1 m2 is common factor. If you take, and we get d square x1 by dt square minus d square x2 by dt square is equal to minus kx. If you take common factor, then we left with plus m1 and plus m2 in the bracket. The next, this is a rearrangement. These two steps are the rearrangement. Straight away you can write down with practice. D square x1 by dt square minus d square x2 by dt square is equal to minus kx m1 plus m2 by m1 m2. So same equation I have taken here, and again it is a simplification, and this is RHS remains the same since L being constant. So therefore d square by dt square into x1 minus x2 is taken as d square x by dt square, and the term m1 and m2, product of m1 and m2 divided by sum of the masses. It is always an important concept, that is reduced the meaning of the two body reduced mass, which allows the two body problem to be solved as if it were a one body problem. And therefore the equation d square x by dt square is equal to minus kx by mu. Again the same equation, if you transfer minus sign to this side it becomes plus, so this equation becomes d square x by dt square plus kx by mu. Again the same equation. In the simple harmonic motion, normally that k by m we take omega square, instead of m we have mu. Therefore so here omega square is taken as k by mu, and therefore omega equal to square root of k by mu. This equation represents simple harmonic motion, and the relation between omega, angular frequency, and time period is given by capital T equal to 2 pi by omega is equal to 2 pi into square root of mu by k. With the substitution of omega, we get this equation, capital T time period equal to 2 pi square root of mu by k. And we know that the frequency is the reciprocal of the time period. So therefore frequency is given by 1 by 2 pi square root of k by mu. So that completes the derivation. We shall take a problem on these equations, that is a body of mass m attached to a spring is oscillating with the time period 2 seconds. If the mass of the body is increased by 2 kg, its time period increases by 1 second. If Hooke's law holds good, calculate the initial mass. This is initial mass. M is equal to M we have to calculate, and this is the spring to which mass M is attached, and the time period of oscillation is given by 2 seconds, and to which if the mass is increased by 2 units 2 kg, its time period increases by 1 second, the problem says, and we have to calculate the initial mass. So the formula capital T equal to 2 pi square root of m by k, that is equal to, we have to substitute the value of the time period. For this case, for the first case, that will be time period is 2 and 2 pi mass mass of the spring in both the cases is same, and I mean in the second case it is in mass is not the same, and the spring constant is the same for both the cases. So 2 equal to 2 pi square root of m by k, and for the second case time period increases by 1 second, he says. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 pi into this time period increases by 1 second when the mass increases by 2 kg in the second case. So therefore m plus 2 by k, and if you do this 1 by 2 equation 1 by 2, if you take we get 2 by 3 in the LHS side, in the RHS side we get this. So the here 2 pi cancels, and 2 pi cancels, and k spring constant is k, that's also cancels, leaving that is 2 by 3 is equal to square root of m by square root of m plus 2, and if you simplify with the mathematical calculations, that is here what you have done, squaring, on squaring we get this equation, and here square root cancels leaving m, here also square root cancels leaving the same term m plus 2, and with the cross multiplication, that is m plus 2 into 4 is equal to 3m, and the next 4m plus 8 is equal to 3m. If you transfer this 3m towards LHS